Hi there, I'm Kathy Elliott, and I'm just your everyday Norwexer. I'm an independent sales consultant, and I'm going to show you how to clean the top of your refrigerator. There's no judging in the land of Norwex. So here we go. You can see where there have been things sitting on top of the refrigerator, and you can see where it's sticky with the grease, and you can see that I'm leaving fingerprints here at the top. Okay. So how are we going to cure this problem? First of all, getting on top of your refrigerator clean is not easy for everybody. If you know someone in your life like that, lend them a hand and help them get the top of their refrigerator clean. Of course, if you do it on a more regular basis, it's not going to get like this, right? But we want to be prepared for refrigerators that look like this. Here is our Bright and White. It is also a household booster cleaner. So what do? You read the directions on the back, and it tells you how to dilute it into a bottle. This is an old logo of Norwex. That's how long this bottle has lasted, a long time, over 10 years. So anyway, I have my label on here for all-purpose cleaner. And then we also have the degreaser. It comes in a super concentrate. Again, the directions on how to delete it are right here on the back, and here is my over 10-year-old spray bottle. Okay, so those are two of the things we're going to use, and then we're also going to use some other tools. We have a wet Enviro, mostly wet. See, I didn't get it completely wet. We have a Enviro one side, scrubby cloth on the other, and then I have the netted dishcloth. Also, two more tools is the utility brush and our spare sponge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be trying to see which one of these works best. So since this is where it's really icky back in here, I'm going to set this up here. This is the degreaser. Oh, make sure my nozzles are open. And this right here is not as icky as the spot that I just sprayed with the degreaser. So I'm going to spray this right next to it with the all-purpose cleaner. Oh, I didn't make sure my nozzles are open. It's coming. It's coming. You know, sometimes you have to release the air from inside your spray bottles, which is what I did do there. So anyway, I'm spraying that back in there. Pretty heavy. And I really don't think just a wet netted dishcloth is really going to do anything. The wet spirit sponge by itself, it's kind of doing something. It's taking a lot to rub on it. You can see there it's getting whiter. So that's just the spirit sponge and water. That's how powerful water is. Right? Okay. Then I have my wet Enviro, which I'm going to try right on this spot here. It's very sticky. This is the scrubby side. That's getting some of it. I really think what's going to help is the degreaser and the all-purpose cleaner. Now, because this is grease, I'm really thinking that it's going to be the degreaser that really cleans the top of this refrigerator. So, I can't move my camera any closer. So we're just going to be reaching through here and giving this a try. Remember, this was the degreaser and this is the all-purpose cleaner. So I'm going to first try with just my netted dishcloth. And this is the all-purpose cleaner. Okay, so it's coming off, but definitely the degreaser has more that it's getting off, which, you know, using the degreaser for this really makes more sense, right? Because this is a buildup of grease. So I'm going to spray some more in here. And I am giving it some time to sit here and loosen up that grease. We don't all have super strong arms. Plus, I don't know that I really want to scrub very hard on the top of this. I don't want to remove any of the finish on the refrigerator. So I am trying it in spots. And you know, at this point, we just have to kind of be prepared. I do have the utility brush. I'm going to try this. Thinking that by scrubbing, I can get down into the little grooves that are in the coating or the surface of the refrigerator, that those little grooves. I'm going to take my netted dishcloth now. That looks great. Doesn't that look nice? Of course, this was the more easy side section. This wasn't heavily coated with the grease. Not treated this part yet. Just using the netted dishcloth after cleaning up the degreaser that was right here. Getting right into these areas. Okay, so that's pretty cool, I think. Wow, that was great. Okay, the all-purpose cleaner might just help to brighten the white on it, get some of the white color back more. So I'm gonna, it's a goodly amount. It really is. It's pooled on here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the utility brush. I don't know how well you can see. Turn the camera. This end here. So I'm just going to take the utility brush. I'm going to take the netted dishcloth. And go back. Well, that looks really nice. I am very pleased with that. We got some residuals up here. Move these magnets. That'll give me more space to get up. Maybe even use the utility brush here to scrub on this. Loosen this up here. So, how do you get these products for yourself? If you are not already working with another consultant, you can go and look for me on the Norwex website. How do you do that? You type in www.norwex. Do you know how to spell it? Norwex. Have you ever wondered what Norwex stands for? Maybe you already know. It means Norway Experience. This is where the company started, is in Norway, with our co-founder Bjorn and Debbie Bolton, who's from Canada, who was in textiles. So 30 years ago, this is 1990, or was it 1990? Well, this is 2024, so 30 years ago would have been 1994. Trying to concentrate on all of this and do quick math doesn't always go well. Anyway, I'm using the netted dishcloth to get back in. I don't need to see the back of my head. In this corner here, looks like we got some dust bunnies back here. This, like, the netted dishcloth. Oh, you can't see. If I lean it, there we go. The netted dishcloth is actually kind of sticking, and I certainly don't want to drop it back in there. Let's see how well we can get you to see this. Okay, so now it's going to be back to scrubbing. I'm going to use the Spira sponge, and I'm not pressing very hard. Like I said, I want to take care to the finish of the product here. That's the refrigerator. It is really sticky back there. I can really see the grease building up on the sponge here. I'm just basically trying to wipe it out. I'm going to take the scrubby side to our Enviro scrub cloth. There's more grease buildup. I'm really hoping that it is showing here on the video that it is getting off. It's white. But this is years and years and layers, and what went on in layers has to come off in layers. So this is a continual process. Make sure everything's stable there. I think do you hear that air? Psh. Okay, my bottle wasn't full. I'm going to reach back through there with the utility brush. This is a task. So if you've been watching this long, you know, you can see that this job is going to take a little bit longer. You can also see that there's been success. The Enviro scrubs come in a set of 3, which is nice. The dish net is very large, and it'll shrink up a little bit once you start using it. So this has been a well-loved dishcloth, and it works great folded into a square. And it is a set of 2. That's nice because, you know, every few days when you want to put one in the laundry, then you have the other one ready to go. Or use it until it's had its life and then use the other one. I like that it's a large size because you can fold it up and it makes layers to hold in what you're cleaning. You can even get liquid up with this. I mean, I am cleaning up the liquid that I'm spraying on here. That is getting, excuse me, absorbed into the cloth here. The EnviroCloth is going to be more of my after cleaning, just to get everything, get any loose debris cleaned up from here. Any, like loose grease crumbs. What else? Well, it's getting any bacteria left behind, right? It's going to trap that into the cloth. That's what the cloth does. It traps. You can see that there's grease spilled up on here as well. Traps the grease, traps the dirt, traps any of the contaminants on here, locks those in, and then we have to do that power wash where I'm going to take it to the sink, have warm water running over it. Doesn't have to be gushing water, just a nice stream of water, and I will scrub the cloth against itself, press, agitate, rinse, and that loosens up debris. Just rubbing it here, you can see the grease is starting to roll off, and wash that out. For some deep cleaning, what I will do is either use this stuff, our booster, or we have a microfiber cleaner that's specifically to boost this. I'll make a nice steamy pot of water, not boiling, just some steam. Then I will put the cloth down in there with some of either the bright and white all-purpose cleaner, home, say laundry and home booster, or the microfiber. For me, because I have the microfiber booster cleaner, that's what I put in the water. But I will soak these in, and it will lift the grease back out of the cloth. And then when I put it through the laundry, the grease that gets released won't get into the other fabrics. How do you launder microfiber? All microfiber will collect dust and dirt and lint from other clothing. So you want to wash with jeans or microfiber. Jeans doesn't absorb all of that. It doesn't shed the lint off like our other materials do, other fabrics. So that is how you want to clean these, in warm water at least. If you are cold wash only, you're gonna need to wash your microfiber more often. But using warm water or hot water is what's gonna help really open up the fibers. Doesn't matter what type of microfiber you have, the fibers need to open. Now the big difference between this fiber and I'll call it the generic brands, is that theirs are only 1/6 at best, maybe 1/10 now. This is 1/200th. 1/200th. And I have a great video showing that because another consultant did some sciencey things, very simple. But she showed how a tube, like a paper towel tube or toilet paper tube, if you pretended how that was a lock of hair and cotton balls was your dust, how much difference it makes having 1/6 of a strand of hair versus 1/200th of a strand of hair. So you want to check that video. That's really cool. So that's how this locks everything in and holds it super tight. And then in the water, it opens and releases. So again, I am going to soak this before I put it through the laundry, because I want as much of this grease released out of the fibers before I put it into the laundry with my other microfiber. And if I throw jeans in there, if I don't have a big enough load, I'll throw some jeans in. So I am going to continue on with this project. Excuse me, I do stutter just a little bit. And I'm going to keep using, you can't see that, what I'm doing here. I'm going to keep doing the degreaser and my utility brush, the spear sponge, which comes in a set of 2. And after this project, I will throw this spear sponge away and get out a new one. They're nice and thick and they look lovely. But this is going to be so full of grease that even after soaking it, I don't think I'll get all the grease out of it. And it's, as you can see, well used already. So it's going to be time to throw this one away. I might continue to use the bright and white laundry and home booster, just for the fact of trying to bring this back to getting it more white to help bring that back up. This is not bleach. That's really important. You never use bleach with microfiber. You shouldn't really use bleach with any of our fabrics. Little did I know until 13 years ago. And that is because it eats our clothes and it eats your pipes. Okay, so there's my diluted bottles. And I am, of course, going to keep using my netted dishcloth. That seems to be working really well. And then the Enviro Scrub I will also use. This does have the Enviro side on it. So it's like a scrubby pad and Enviro cloth in one. So yeah. All right. Well, this has been a little over 20 minutes now, and you're probably done watching, and I want to keep cleaning. So you go on about your day. You have a blessed day. And any Norwex needs you need, again, you're going to go and look for me. So it's www.norwex.com and then / Kathy, Kathy, Elliott, Elliott. And I realized earlier in the video I didn't tell you the whole thing because I got sidetracked by telling you how to spell Norwex and where Norwex came from. So I will probably put that in the description of this video so you can go back and get that information. Let me know what I can help you with in your everyday life and help you become a Norwexer and use products that the chemicals didn't mix and match and become a gassy fume, because these are enzyme-based cleaners and they're very safe. And if I wanted a child to be around my feet and helping, if I was concerned about them touching any of this stuff, I wouldn't be. I could maybe, if I had another sponge, I would say to a little person, go get that other sponge and trade me out and put this in the trash or something, or go put this in the laundry. And I wouldn't be upset about them touching it without gloved hands. If using water on a regular basis dries out your hands, you might want to still wear gloves using Norwex. But otherwise, just enjoy the beautiful products that Norwex has made. They're safe, they're clean, it's an amazing company. And you want to join the Norwex way and have a cleaner, healthier home. That's why I started using Norwex, is for a cleaner, healthier home. All right, well, you have a great day. Remember how you can get a hold of me, and see you next time.